Hi everyone, Oscar here with Gold River Insurance, your trucking insurance brokerage. Today I want to go over our 18 most asked questions when applying for a USDOT and MC number. I broke down a timeline for you with each question in the description below. If I mention any link to refer to, it'll be right under the question that I'm talking about. I also went ahead and added a link to our permit checklist, which goes over what permits you need, whether it's for intrastate authority or interstate authority, as well as what permits you need to keep inside your vehicle. Okay, this is all in the links below. Number one, do you recommend applying for a DOT after you buy a truck, or can you start the process while you're shopping? So I'm gonna break this down into two sections. The first part will be about people trying to cook their MC authority. And the other is for people who are in the process of purchasing or leasing on a vehicle and driver while they're gathering their business and trucking permits. So let's start with cooking your MC number. In trucking, most brokers and shippers want you to have either 3, 6, or 12 months of experience under your authority. However, they're looking for an active authority that has been in business for 3, 6, or 12 months. In order to activate your authority, you need to have insurance. And in order to have an active insurance, you need to have a vehicle on file. So can you start the USDOT MC authority process? Absolutely you can. But at the end, in order to activate the authority and get the history, you will need to activate the insurance. So applying for a USDOT and letting it sit there is just not going to work. Companies like JB Hunt want to see your MC authority active for at least 6 months with insurance in order to start getting their loads or join their load boards. And if you guys don't know, loads that are just sitting there at JB Hunt's for days or CH Robertson's, those loads go over to DAT load boards and truck stop. So you definitely want to aim to join these load boards, but need time to allow the MC to gain experience. On the other hand, for those of you who are moving forward with the company but don't have the vehicle yet, don't worry. I've had some clients that will start the permit process and not get a truck or a driver until months later. Nothing wrong with that. You have 1 year to come back to FMCSA before you have to pay the application fee again. Just make sure you don't start the company at the end of the year and not actually start until the following year, because then you will have to file taxes for no reason on a year you didn't do anything with the company. All right. Number two, what happens if you go over the 120-day grace period and you don't have your BOC3 or insurance on file with the FMCSA? So you have nothing to worry about if you don't get your insurance or BOC3 on time. You have 1 year to finish the process before you have to repay the $300 application fee. Your USDOT will remain not authorized during this time. So what happens is after you apply for your MC number, you'll get a letter from FMCSA stating that you have 120 days from the day you submit your application to get your BOC3 and insurance on file. If not, your authority will get dismissed. No worries though. You have 1 year to get it in before you have to pay the $300 application fee again. If you do pass the 120 days, you'll have to send an undismissed letter over to FMCSA after you've processed your BO3 and insurance with them. In short, just continue to get your BOC3 and insurance. Once you do so, you'll submit a letter to FMCSA on your company letterhead stating something like this: undismiss your authority as you have completed the BOC3 and insurance on file. Your letterhead is simple to do. All you need is the name of your company, your address, phone number, your USDOT and MC number, and your email address. And the body stating something like this: I, Oscar Hernandez, owners of Oscar's Trucking, wish to undismiss my authority effective the day you're writing this letter. I have my BOC3 on file and insurance. If anything else is needed, please feel free to contact me. Make sure you follow up in 3 to 4 days. It only takes 3 days to process, but I would follow up with them. The links where you can upload this letter directly to FMCSA is listed below. Number 3, I'm trying to create a portal login, but my user ID and password doesn't work. What do I do here? So this is at the end of the application. You used to be able to enter any user ID in there. Now they want it to be an email address. So your user ID needs to be an email address and the password whatever you want it to be. Just a heads up, you'll need this for the Drug and Alcohol Clearinghouse, so make sure you store the user ID and password. Number 4, what do you need after you apply for a USDOT and MC number? So I get this a lot. I created a video that goes over these items in more details. The link is under the description, same title as this question. And here I'm gonna keep it short and separated by intrastate and interstate authority. So if you're remaining in the state and not entering ports and don't require an MC number, this is what you need: USDOT number, Drug and Alcohol Consortium program, you need to enroll into it if you're over 26,000 pounds gross vehicle weight rating, your combination plates, your insurance, your state permit. Now your state permit, just call up any DMV and they can help you find out if you need one or not. If you do need one, you need to make sure that you get your Form E filed to activate it. If you're crossing state lines, this is what you'll need: USDOT number, motor carrier authority, so your MC number, Drug and Alcohol Consortium program, if you're over the 26,000 pounds, gross vehicle weight rating, BOC3, UCR registration, state permit, your portion plates, your IFTA registration, and last one, your insurance. All right. Again, I go in more details in the video listed in the description below. Number 5, is it okay to use your home address or PO box address for your business address? So yes, you can use your home address if you liked. In fact, FMCSA encourages it if you don't have a business location. However, you will not be allowed to use a PO box. When you enter a PO box in the application, it won't let you go through. I would say at least 90% of the applicants use their home address, as it's common not to have an office when starting out. If you do have an office, you can use that. If not, your home address is your next best option. I do see some people trying to use the person who started their permits or the dispatcher's office address. Don't do that. You want your mail going to you, and if they share an address with other truckers, it could cause red flags when purchasing insurance. If there are multiple DOT under one address, this can cause some headaches for you. Same thing if you use your yard as the company address. What you can do is when you get insurance, you'll provide your company address and the garaging address. This way the insurance companies can go ahead and reach you accordingly. So they know your business is in X, but you park your garage in X, and they'll go ahead and start rating your insurance based off where you park your trucks. All right. Number 6, where can I see my MC number after we apply? So you can see your MC number the next day online using the Safer website. Simply head over to FMCSA's company snapshot, link in the description below. You can search by your USDOT, your MC, or the name of the company. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to type in the USDOT number. Once in, you'll be at the company snapshot page. Head over to the top right under insurance and license. Clear the CAPTCHA to make sure you're not a robot. And there, you'll find your MC number. They have it listed here under docket number. All right, so that's your MC number, the docket number. Hope that helps. So number 7, do we have to upload the insurance, or is this done automatically? So the insurance companies do it automatically. They send over the proof of insurance and give you proof of that. It's what's called the MCS 90. They give that over to you once it's completed. So insurance handle the filings. They send the insurance over. Your state might require insurance, they might require their own liability and their own cargo. And this is called, this is formerly known as Form E filing for your state filing, and Form H filing for your cargo. Not all states require cargo or state filing. So just speak with your insurance agent. If you have any questions, reach out to one of our trucking insurance specialists and they'll be able to help you. All right. Great. I only have a USDOT number. How do I get my MC number? If you only applied for USDOT in the beginning and you did not get your MC number, it's a very simple process to add it on. In the description below, you'll find a link to this next part. You'll need your USDOT PIN number in order to access this section. If you do not have your PIN number, you can get it online. I also have that link below. If you do not have access to the email you provided to apply for your MC number, you're going to have to contact FMCSA to mail you your PIN number. Okay? So a couple of steps there if you don't have the PIN or the email address in order to do this. So in order to get your MC number, you need to make a change to your USDOT number. You do this by heading over to FMCSA's registration options. From here, you'll select the second option, which is I need additional operating authority to my existing USDOT number. This next section will ask you for a USDOT number, USDOT PIN, and EIN or Social Security number, depending on how you started your application. If you don't have your USDOT PIN number, head over to the link in the description, retrieve my USDOT PIN, and follow the instructions. Again, you need access to the email that you started your application with. Okay? Once you log in with your credentials, you'll go through a series of questions. They would have been the same questions you would have had to answer if you got the DOT and MC number at the same time. We actually have a guide that walks you through this step by step on our website. It's / how to get your trucking authority. There's a section there that goes over this step by step. Just scroll down in the Interstate Authority sections halfway through, and you'll see it right there. See the image right here. You can get a better view. But link for that is down below in number 8. All right. Number 9. Do you have to have insurance before you apply for your authority? You do not. You don't need your insurance when applying for your authority, but you do need the insurance on file. Same with the BOC3 in order to activate the authority. I highly recommend you get an insurance quote so that you can budget accordingly. All right. Too many times have we seen where people will purchase the truck, get their business going, and then look at the insurance rate. So It's not a good way to go. Go ahead, budget accordingly. You're looking for a trucking insurance quote, go ahead and reach out to one of our insurance agents, link in the description below. Number 10, can you get your USDOT first, operate intrastate, and then go ahead and get your MC number? Absolutely. So you can go ahead and get your DOT and drive within your state, right? And once you're ready to go ahead and go interstate commerce, you can go ahead and go to FMCSA website and add the MC number. However, just something to keep in mind, that when you go ahead and add that MC number, that DOT is going to go from from active to not authorized. Okay? You still have to wait that 21 to 25 day grace period in order to activate your MC number. All right? Number 11, how do I update my USDOT information if I did something incorrectly? So I go step by step here in a different video. I'm going to keep it short. It's simple to update your USDOT. Once you complete it, you'll actually see the changes in 24 hours. Simply head over to FMCSA's registration site, select option number 3. I need to update my USDOT number registration information or file my biannual update MCS 150. This next section is going to ask you for your USDOT number, USDOT PIN, and EIN or social depending on how you opened up your application, your DOT application. If you don't have your USDOT PIN number, head over to the link in the description below, retrieve my USDOT PIN, and go ahead and follow the instructions. In order to get your PIN number, you need the email that you went ahead and opened the DOT with. Okay, so what's going to happen is they're going to send the PIN number there. If you don't have access to that email, you can go ahead and send what's called an MCS 150 form. It's a manual form that you'll fill out. And on there, you can go ahead and update the email address. This is assuming in no way you have access to the email. You're going to have to resort to this. It's going to take, you're going to have to send it online, and it's going to take 3 to 4 business days to process. All right. So again, I have a video in how to go ahead and get to update your DOT in the description below under question number 11. Number 12, what if I have a misdemeanor or a felony? So what FMCSA is looking for is if you've had a misdemeanor or a felony involved with trafficking. So in any way, did you have any criminal activity involved with transportation? That's what they're looking for. If you have other misdemeanors or felony, you want to give them a call, but really, you want to give them a call and ask. Okay, they'll always have you do this is actually call in and find out. But for the most part, as long as it doesn't involve trafficking, you'll be good. Again, contact your local DOT office or just go directly to FMCSA and have a chat with them. Number 13, why is it that I paid 0 instead of 300 at the end of my application? So that means that throughout the process, you selected you were only going to do intrastate operations and not require your interstate authority. You must select interstate authority in order to obtain your MC number. Number 14, I have an MC number and currently operate under my box truck. Do I need a separate authority if I want to do hotshot or dump truck operations? No, you can actually run all your operations under the MC number. In fact, that's how you have to do it. So tanker, hotshot, dump truck, box trucks, dry vans, all under the same authority. Number 15, can I apply for my USDOT and MC number while I wait for my LLC or corporation to process? You can. However, if your name does not get approved, you'll find that waiting for your legal name to be approved is faster than changing the name of your authority. It's easy to update the USDOT, but the MC requires an additional fee and you must wait roughly 3 to 4 weeks for the name to update with FMCSA. Again, the USDOT will only take 24 hours to update, but the MC number takes 3 to 4 weeks for that name to go ahead and be updated on FMCSA side. All right, so you want to be careful. I always advise just wait. I've seen more issues when you don't wait for the name to be approved than if you go ahead and decide to step the gas on it, all right? So number 16, will the marketing calls and emails slow down after weeks or even months? So it does slow down, but it's always going to drip in. Just make sure you're not getting scammed by things you don't need to purchase. There's a lot of people out there that want to add things to your corporation. They make even their letterhead looks like it's coming from the state. Some people have the name DOT or compliance in their name, and that's confusing. FMCSA will always mail you, and it will say from FMCSA. Don't let the people that have the DOT/compliance in their name fool you, all right? Again, it will always say from FMCSA. Anything that says DOT.compliance, compliance.dot, compliance company, LLC, any form of wording it that way, not FMCSA. Number 17, what commodities do I select if I'm a hotshot? Okay, so most common type of commodities hotshot selects are general freight, building material, and machinery and large objects. If you do plan on hauling vehicles, make sure to select vehicles as well. Just make sure that you select vehicles if you are planning on doing that from the start. Vehicles require you to file $1 million in liability opposed to the $750,000 that is required with the other commodities. Vehicles also make the insurance rate higher, so make sure to check with your agent what that is going to look like with and without the vehicles. You can better budget for your company. So you auto haulers, if you're going to select autos, like if you plan on hauling autos and you even are only going to haul 1% of it throughout the year, you still must select autos, because at any time that DOT pulls you over, they want to see that you have that $1 million liability filed with FMCSA. Okay? Number 18, where do I select the commodity type for a dump truck? So for dump trucks, select other, type in what you are hauling. So example, you're going to select other, and then you're going to just type in dirt, sand, or gravel. Well, for those of you hauling different type of agriculture products, maybe mulch, so then you'll go ahead and just put it there. Okay, again, if you don't see your commodity, you can use the other section and go ahead and type in what you're hauling. Okay?